All right, so how about a Yankees-Rangers trade, okay? Yes, the Rangers are surprisingly in first place in the AL West ahead of Houston, even with the loss of Jacob deGrom. They've loaded up on expensive free agents over these last two off seasons, and they're putting themselves in a position with some good draft picks recently and some good role players to have a sustained run here. And I would not be surprised if they overtook the Astros in the division. Now, it's still a long way to go, but they're in the right direction. Now, with that said, not only will they look to probably pursue a starting pitcher to some degree, maybe even a Shane Bieber type at the trading deadline, but they also need relief pitching. Okay, so I have a trade here, and that I think could be probably a good one for both teams. And again, the Yankees are in a position where they have a deep bullpen. Okay, and even have guys coming back. So I'll tie that into this as well. So now I'm gonna move over to the Royals next. Okay, and then I've got the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I've got some other teams as well that I'm going to be doing these things. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do that right now. That way you don't miss the stuff. As we get closer to the trade deadline, things are going to get crazy. Okay. And by the way, special thanks to Jim Riley for coming on last night. Ball Cap Sports. We talked about the state of the franchise. We talked about the leagues and the different trade, what we're hearing, chatter, trade ideas. It was a great time. And if you haven't seen that video, go take a look at that. It was our live stream last night, our post game. And thank you again, Jim, for coming on. Love your content, man. Looking forward to doing it next month. Now, this trade, okay, in this trade, the Yankees would give up two relievers. Number one being Ron Marinaccio. Okay, some people are like, "Oh man, you nuts, dude." Well, he's controlled until 2027, so he's got basically 3.5 years left of control, meaning he's a valuable asset. But I also feel like he could be replaced by Ian Hamilton. Okay, so would I like to have both? Sure. The Yankees have suffered so many bullpen injuries this year already, with the most recently losing Ryan Weber, that I think a trade like this to get some more pitching prospects, which the Yankees still are light on, will be a good idea. And when you have already here a replacement that's a major league player, you don't necessarily have to trade for major league players. The Rangers have prospects to give up for major leaguers. This is an opportunity to maybe cash in. So it will be Ron Marinaccio and left-handed reliever Nick Ramirez, okay, who's under control until 2028. So you have two major league relievers with years and years and years of control, making them valuable assets, okay? Tradable assets, too. And Matt Crook is here, so I think he can credibly replace Nick Ramirez. Plus, Matt Crook has the ability to throw multiple innings from the left-handed side to help complement Wandy Peralta, who I think they're using a little too much sometimes. So I'm hoping that they use Matt Crook. Now, what would they get in return here? Anthony Gutierrez, who's an outfield prospect, number 10 prospect, and then two pitching prospects, okay? It'd be a Jacob Roby, the number 11, a right-handed pitching prospect with a big arm, and Cole Winn, number 13 prospect, another right-handed pitcher with a big arm. So two big arm pitchers, okay, and an outfielder here, okay, between 10 and 15. Now, could they get maybe one or two prospects a little bit higher? Yeah, I can't see them getting a 1 through 5 now for these guys, but this is a trade that I think makes sense for both teams. And again, the Yankees can stock up their farm a little bit, okay, and have these guys replaced already with Ian Hamilton and Matt Crook. So, and the Rangers would get two relievers here. And again, would they? Do you think? Do I think they might try to go for guys like Josh Hader or Scott Barlow? Sure, that's going to cost them a haul though. So this is an opportunity for them to give up prospects without having to give up 1 through 5s or whatever, and get two relievers in exchange for the prospects. So this to me is a trade that's a win-win for both teams. But let me know what you think. Okay. Good, bad, agree, disagree, whatnot. Have you heard of these guys? I'm okay partying with Marinaccio. He's been a little inconsistent this year, but he's been reliable for the Yankees, okay? And Nick Ramirez, but Ian Hamilton's shown an even higher ceiling. So, and Matt Crook, the performance is already there. So you just need to use him at the major league level. And to me, it's an upgrade over Nick Ramirez. And you get even more controllable years with Ian Hamilton and Matt Crook than you would these two guys. And this is a lot of controllable years already. So, again, give me your feedback, gang. Okay, we're talking about the Royals for the next trade. Have a great day, and I'll be back later with tonight's lineups. See you.